So the Microbiome Research Foundation is there to support education on the microbiome. It's there to support, publications and retraction of publications. It's there to support, the research that we sponsor for kids that cannot afford stool testing for autism. We put them on a list. Anybody that cannot afford testing, stool testing, we put them on a list, and basically the foundation pays for it. So essentially, this is my mission right now, is basically to raise funds and then also to look into, what the government is not looking at, right? An independent, we want to be the vigilant adjunct to the government, let's put it that way. Okay, as an independent company, that's really my mission. When I started seeing that 5 out of 26 products on the market do not have bifidobacteria, I didn't go out there and say, oh, this company doesn't have it and this company. I just made people aware of it and companies aware that somebody's watching. So if somebody's watching your quality, you probably should make sure that there's bifidobacteria, because the next time I'm going to be looking, hopefully there's going to be 20 out of 29 products have bifidobacteria in there. So I think that sends the message of, hey, if not me, somebody else is going to watch. So you might as well be me, because I'm not going to bust you right now for not having bifidobacteria, but I'm going to hope that you're making corrective actions to make sure there's bifidobacteria in your product next time. So this is why I have not spoken about which products have it and which products don't have it. I did the research. It was an awakening for me as to the importance of what I put in my body. I think companies need to be legit. And if you're selling food and products to the consumer, make sure your product is clean and non-contaminated and says what it's supposed to say on the label, because then you're not righteous and you're affecting everything. And by the way, let me just tell you how you're affecting everything, because people think, oh, well, it's okay, I'm just going to leave some, the beef was, the cow was infected with E. coli, I'm just going to sell the steak, right? Well, the steak's going to be eaten by someone that's going to get E. coli. That person is going to be, vomiting, having diarrhea. That's going back into the ground. That's feeding your nutrients, everything, right? It's coming back to you no matter what. So what we throw to the universe, comes back to us. So we got to be legit to say, I'm going to do due diligence. I'm selling a product. I'm making good money from selling that product. I'm going to make sure that there's quality behind that product. I think it's important. Quality matters. I work with a lot of probiotics company, and there's going to be a time where we are going to start showcasing companies that are doing it right as I write the data, because there's a lot of good companies out there that are doing it right. The factory that sells me my vitamins is doing it right. The company that I use for my probiotics is doing it right. There's a lot of companies that are doing it right. We need to showcase those companies. And that's how do we showcase them? We showcase them by showing the microbiome that it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. You drank some kefir, your bifidobacteria is in the gut after drinking kefir. That means, now we don't know whether that's implanting or not, but at least it's present. Maybe there is kefir, the kefir is good. So I think consumers are going to be more, there's going to be a time where there's going to be more transparency. I hope that, much like you said at the beginning, I started this whole narrative of gut health. I hope that, I can continue a narrative of transparency and a narrative of righteousness in science and opening science and taking back medicine, really, because we need doctors. As much as we think, you can't have a robot telling you you have colon cancer, or deliver your child, or do a stent at 2:00 in the morning, or remove a piece of steak stuck in your esophagus at 4:00 in the morning. You need doctors. You need to make and the suicide in doctors is really high because the pressures are really intense for these doctors, and we need to support them. You know, as much as you support me, support your doctors, have a discussion with your doctors, you know, because and educate them, bring them my path. You know, there isn't a doctor that I've had a discussion with that I introduced to the microbiome that has not followed me. There's no doctor. And believe me, I mean, I've been speaking at all these conferences for the last, you know, 4 or 5 years now, and everybody comes up and is fascinated with the data, because this is something new to them. This is something that's like an aha moment.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we need them. You know, we need pharmacists. We need good pharmacists. We need good doctors. The world is not just a one person. The world is like the microbiome. It's all these individuals working together to create a world. Think of the platform you're giving me today that reaches so many people. Without that platform, nobody would know who I am. So thank you. Thank you for that. And we all have to do our part to make the world better. Peace and love. That's all I care about. By the way, the microbiome is like that bottle of water. You shake it up constantly. It's bubbling. Once you open the cap, it blows up, right? If you calm down the microbiome, it's peaceful. Things are, you know, there's no explosion going on. So we got to aspire for a world that is more peaceful, because peace improves your gut. We got to settle the dust. And as much as we can't forgive what happened during COVID, and we hold grudges, even with people that, you know, want us, you know, harm, we've got to let it go and just say, let's focus on keep on bringing goodness in the world. So success is the best revenge, in my opinion. So succeed, get healthy, be healthy, and life is good.
Oh, Sabine, I love your message. I love everything you stand for. And, you know, the biggest takeaway for me, and it always has been a part of who I am as well, is integrity. Integrity in everything that we do in life. And I know that for you, integrity is everything in the data that you present, in the work that you do, in the person that you are. You have to walk your talk. And that to me is success, being in your integrity and in your heart. And we need more people like you on this planet. I'm absolutely grateful for you and the passion that you have and everything that you stand for. I'm right there with you, cheering you on, because I love your work and I am 100% behind it. I am testing people and seeing the things that you talk about. I see it, and it's truly a miracle what you're doing. And I hope a lot of people support you. And I will post the links because we do need data to be out. So thank you so much for today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.